Continuing our team coverage now, one city that experiences the effects of tidal flooding is Portsmouth. 10 on your side's Liz Palka spent the day talking with city officials and residents. So Liz, how are they preparing?
Well, Nicole, they all have plans in place. But first, I just want to show you one thing. We are not seeing really any tidal flooding where we are right now, but you can see what the wind looks like. And I know, yeah, I'm saying what the wind looks like because of how it is pushing the rain here in the Old Town area. You can just see it reflecting off the lights. And it's pretty interesting to see that because we're feeling the rain and the wind going sideways, but getting that image just shows what it's like out here right now. But yes, residents do have plans in place, especially for those that live here in Old Town, which is known for flooding right near the Portsmouth waterfront. Although a lot of those plans, I do have to say, involve laying low the next few days, as the tidal flooding is expected to be bad. But that way it is easier for the firefighters and deputies and police officers to do their jobs.
We want to get to anybody who calls for our help, and we normally do that pretty good, but these storms, they change things up a bit.
An approaching storm means Portsmouth Fire Rescue and Emergency Services crews are checking equipment and holding meetings with other city officials and first responders. And as Deputy Chief Jim Hoffler tells us, they're ready.
The assets that we have are in place and have been in place whether we have a hurricane or not.
In the event of a disaster, the fire department calls the shots. The police department and the sheriff's office falls under the fire department.
Sheriff Bill Watson said he's preparing to place sandbags around downtown buildings, and his nonviolent inmate work crews will be out.
The main thing is to get the streets clear so we can be mobile.
So where do Portsmouth first responders know they'll see problems? This is just one area, Dinwiddie Street, down by the water. This is an area well known for flooding. Same goes for many of the streets in Old Town. Hoffler said emergency crews will also check on the Village at Western Branch off Churchland Boulevard, a complex that has been evacuated in the past due to flooding. They will also keep an eye on Court Street by the downtown tunnel, tracking the trouble spots because rising water only makes their job harder.
Blocking our access, of course, we worry about people being out driving and then running their vehicles into them, stalling out. Children playing in the street when the storm drains are drained is very, very dangerous.
And that's why Hoffler is telling Portsmouth residents to stay put.
It's best just to, hunker down and weather out the storm in place.
Now, other than staying at home, Hoffler said his biggest piece of advice for residents is to leave those generators outside. It sounds simple, but he sees it every time there's a storm like this. Keep those generators outside and not even in the garage. Live in Portsmouth, I'm Liz Palka, 10 on your side.